Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer, and this is the Road to the Record, where I work to achieve mastery of 10 games in a hunt for the best score of the Decathlon. If you like what you see, remember to hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. Let the games begin. This is Pro Cycling Manager 2019, Pro Cyclist mode, and we're entering episode number 4. It's Classic today, 1.2 category. Little bit of climbing in this one, including a small climb at the end, but I doubt that the group's going to be too small. I mean, here's Whipper again, who was in that last race, so for the most part, sprinters, at least top ones, are expected to make it to the end on this one, and I'm still lacking knowledge regarding anyone else. The good news is my fitness peak, a little bit closer, a little bit better. We're up to 88%, and that red area of just not being on it and being very low on the fitness level has gone away. Grivco's here again. Samelo. So some of the same racers from our last race, but quite a few new faces as well. Just under 200 kilometers for this one, but not much going on early. Maybe this climb will split the field a bit, so that's probably where we'll jump back in. Alright, well anyway, our objective of this race is, if not evident by now, to work on the front. We've already met half that objective and we're continuing to tick up on that. We're going to speed along for a bit while we continue to put that work in. 21k. Go ahead and go with aerial view as we wind through the forest here and the hills. 75% of objective met now. Still rotating on the front. Bit of a climb coming here in a moment. 26k. I am on the front pulling up this climb. But at 63 it's no effort, so there's 100%. We've got a chance to push that little bit further. Let's see, 25%. About 8 kilometers to be sure. So we'll get to 38 and then our work will be done for the day. Haven't been on the front for a while. Looks like pace has picked up.
He crashed off and he's not getting up. Oh, I hope it isn't too serious. There's a faller in the back. A rider is flat on the road.
Alright, we've got 4k left to go. Let's go ahead and ride on board and see if I can't get that 4k before this climb. I don't want to be there for this, but it looks like pace has really picked up. These guys all pulling pretty hard, especially this team in the green and black. 3 riders on the front.
He's given up.
Little shower takes out home. 4 riders, 2 minutes ahead. They'll be easy to catch. I really don't want to have to put my work in on this climb, guys. Come on. Yes, it has. Very clearly. We're actually already down to 93 riders here. And I feel like this climb coming up here in a moment is going to do a little damage to the field. And it's going to end up leaving a bit of the group behind. It's 6 kilometers in length. And there you go. See, even at an 85, I never even got on the front. But now that we're hitting the climb, the effort levels are going to change.
We're into the last third of the race. We'll soon know the final outcome.
Now an 85 takes me right to the front. 80 is going to keep me there. So will 78. But only just about. Let's go back to 79.
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some riders definitely won't be able to keep up.
That still didn't even tick 1 kilometer. Arle and I are going to take the workload.
The riders are in a portion above 10%.
Finally, there's 35. Oh, there's the breakaway group. If only there was a mountain climbers jersey to be won, because I could go for it.
The pack's deficit is
36.
back.
Reeling in the break.
Is slowly thinning out due to such a frantic
37. Split the field up a bit. Still at the front. How has that not come to another kilometer yet? Give me 38 so I can call it a day. Oops, Peloton 17 riders now. That's why I'm not getting anything. There's nobody else in the Peloton besides me. From my team. They all got left behind. I suddenly have a group of 17. Now 29. Now we can go forward for one more K. 30. There it is. Alright, job done for the day. Most of the team back on board. 58 riders here on the Peloton. And now I can finally ride for myself the rest of the way and do whatever it is I can do. 2 little climbs left. It's the same climb. We're going to hit it twice. And shortly after the descent will be the finish line. Going to take on a different view. My stamina's down a little bit, and I actually could observe 4 different riders right now. Now, I'm not a sprinter, so I don't stand much of a chance for actually winning anything, but maybe I could squeak out a top 10. Lekunf was a favorite. I have no idea about Lekunf. Let's go ahead and observe them. They've got plenty of stamina, so they've been well protected. Cool. These were all those top favorites. There we go. Know quite a bit more about him. And of course our longtime sprint rival here, Whipper, who won all those stages in that last one. They are a bit more fatigued, but they got over the top. And Figueredo. $32K. There's the break, just 2 riders. And they were only half a minute ahead. Hivdeberg, Pereira hanging on. Still working, but Pereira leaving. Trying to leave Hivdeberg behind, but Hivdeberg hanging on for now. 26K, and they are reeled back in now. Motorbike moving towards the back of the field. Three motorbikes in the back of the field. Nobody on front. Alright. We are hitting that first climb, actually. This would be a time to focus here. 29 riders. There's a split in the field over the top of that one. Vandenberg, the only one with me at the moment. 27 riders. It's a small split. A lot of those guys still might get back on here. Yeah, there you go. Back up to 86. My entire team in the pack. 13 kilometers to go. Still riding at ×2 pace. I'll slow it down before this final climb because it is my best and only shot at getting something today is to attack that climb.
There are just 10 kilometers left.
And there is definitely not much to it on that climb. We're coming up, so let's go ahead and use the gel now. Have a little more attack strength. 8K to go. Coming up on it. Just slowly move up the front. Very little effort at the moment. There's the climb. So ramp it up a little bit. 1.5K. Let me get through. Attack it.
5 kilometers
5 kilometers to the finish.
On to the attack. It could be decisive.
And there we go. I've got 17 seconds, 13 seconds, 15 seconds. Small group. Little bit of energy. It's going to be really tough from here, though. 2 kilometers. 2 kilometers to the finish. 1.8. I've still got 18 seconds, 20 seconds. It's 12 riders chasing me. Effort all the way up. I'm slowing down. 900 meters to go. 16 seconds. Are they going to catch me before the line, or can I hang on? Here they come. Here they come. Over the top. Oh, Whipper. So close. So close. Wouter Whippert, the sprinter, that small group. So my attack worked almost brilliantly, literally caught on the line. But it's a classic. And I just took second place after putting in all that work today. Just that little attack at the end was enough to get me that about 20 seconds clear. But then the energy ran out just, was that about 1.5, 2K before the finish line. And those seconds just whittled away, and then the actual sprinters coming along at that high rate of speed. Yep, they came along and took it. But that was still a really good result. Not our first ever win, but it is our first ever podium. And a day we could be very happy about.
And here are the key moments of the race.
There I am, just trying to hang on. Clearly outpaced here. These guys are coming on full sprint. And look, I would have been in that back group. I would have been around 20th place had I not attempted to do what I did. So it paid off well. It worked out for us. Just about anyway. Second is a lot better than 25th. First top 3 in Continental, 25 points. And then here comes the evaluation part. Exceptional evaluation and second in the race. 37 points. Plus 6%. We're up to 99. After a little bit of natural degradation. I think it's now just 5% loss per month instead of per week like it had been in 2018 Pro Cycling Manager. And we've got another classic tomorrow that we're going to be participating in. Let's go ahead and set ourselves up for that and see what that profile will be like. Paris-Nice getting started on the calendar. Meanwhile, we're not participating in a big event like that just yet. So just 6 riders heading to this one. It's very much for sprinters, but there is a lot of undulation. So I could see quite a few riders being left behind at some point or another. I've got a -1 to the race day condition, and it looks like everybody's going to carry that -1 unless they favor the extreme cold. It's 9 degrees and cloudy. It's a cold, cold day. Into the breakaway today. We just started the race. 140 kilometers in the break is the objective. I was fortunate enough to be right near the front of the field when the race began, so I quickly got away. So we've already put in 4 kilometers. We've still got a few more to cover, though. No leaders in the team today, just a few Barradors and teammates. I've still got 20 seconds over anybody else in the field. Let's go ahead and back off and let them get a little bit closer. I appear to be more than a minute ahead of the field. And actually, a good little distance ahead in the field. So Slow it down some more here. This is not something to take alone, and there's plenty of steepness. You can see it's all really short stuff. It's not long distance, but it's very hilly for as flat as this is. Finally, a rider catching up to me. Now 5. There are 6 more giving chase. They are not far behind, and we're definitely going to have to start speeding up if we're going to stay ahead of the peloton, because we are only about 45 seconds ahead of the field. DeLang made it into that second group on the road, so we could actually end up with 2 of us up here.
The lead over the pack is dwindling. The pack is increasing its work rate. Some teams can't be happy with the breakaway.
Apparently DeLang is going to get team leader role. He is a +2 while I'm a -2 for the day, so I don't necessarily mind.
Flat tire. It always happens at the wrong moment.
And he's not contributing since I'm here. So I'm the one picking up the duties in this one. 10 riders, 42 seconds ahead. We're definitely going to need that over a minute before the field is going to let up and allow us to ride away somewhat.
They're moving along at a fair lick. You just got to hang on. This climb is feared by many riders. The percentages are very high.
$50 seconds. Getting a turn on the front, helping pull us away a little bit further. If that field lets up, then life's going to be a lot easier. But right now, I'm definitely running low on that energy meter. So if we don't get that minute established soon, I very well could get dropped and find myself back in the peloton. But this entire group could still find itself reeled in if we're not able to pull out another 15 seconds or so in the next little bit. Just 10 necessary now. I'm going to just hold position. Allowing me to recover somewhat here. Push in about 50 to 52 now. So it's getting slightly better, but only slightly. Just need that minute because I'm still struggling here. You can see the peloton actually is even struggling. Or just they crashed. Times 4 for a little bit. No effort now. And finally, it's over a minute. It is over a minute. 2 riders are dropped, though. We are down to 8. Kind of like that, because with delaying, things are looking a little better. Ooh, one of the riders just fell, so now we're down to 7. To Prez. And now we've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes over the peloton. Let's go ahead and reset the relay. Bring it down. Bring it down. You guys are bringing it down too much here.
Uh-oh, the gap is widening. It's now more than 2 minutes. The peloton seems content to let it grow.
Well, 3 riders still in the gap.
The team leaders can't be too worried about the breakaway. That looks like a really bad fall. It's a shame, but he's not going any further.
Those 3 riders all together now, half a minute down, trying to come back at us. And since we have eased up, that makes sense that they are like that now. But we're out over 3 minutes, peloton, sitting on 73 riders. And it's going to be like this for quite a while. So we're going to start speeding things along as we put in our work. Speaking of, that is 50 kilometers out of 140. So we have another 90 yet to go, a little over a third of the way. And now I'm starting to recover with the easier pace. We should be just fine here in the group. ×4 for a little while. Lead holding at 3.5 minutes seems to be what the peloton is willing to give us. Now with only 83 riders in the peloton, it's not like it's a giant peloton or anything. We get teams of 6. We don't have a lot of strong riders here. And with all this undulation, it is definitely going to leave riders behind. So if my group is just strong enough to kind of hang on for a while, and if we hang on to this 3.5 minute lead, hey, you know, maybe things will go our way. Maybe we could get a winner today. Either way, I've at least got 50% of my objective. And all of that despite still having 125 kilometers left to go in this Classics race. Continue to roll through the countryside and roll through the team cars. Delaying definitely looking the stronger. I put in a lot of work early on in forming the break. That finish is pretty steep, but it's very short. But it's gonna burn some energy. So could be some surprises in this one. If the sprinters go too far out too soon, they're going to hit the base of that climb and have literally nothing left and be quite slow. But if they get enough of a lead from the sprint leading up to it, they might just hang on. Boy, that team car is still sitting there. Oh, we've got another crash. 3 riders lost off the back. And now we have 7, and it's a 2-minute gap already to those 3 riders. And we've picked up the memento. We're racing much, much harder now. So it looks like we've decided to work for it. Those 3, I don't think there's much of a chance of them coming back at 2 minutes behind with the increased work rate. Peloton has closed the gap down a little bit. It's 2:50, so they accelerated as well. Looks like we hit the halfway point, and then things just ramped right up. 75% of goal, so it'll end up being a good day no matter what happens here. But let's see if we can't do something and win one from the break. Win one for the gaffer. Not a lot of cooperation in the group, but fortunately Delang is the one who's sitting on the most. Lewis at times, but Delang really taking advantage of the fact that I am in the group. I'm assuming that means Delang is capable as a sprinter. Boy, that team car must be broke down because it has been sitting there for a while. Or they are just perfectly content with how their team is doing and going, I'll see you on the next lap. I'll see you on the next lap. Oh, next lap. Yeah, next lap. We're eating crumpets. We're drinking tea. We're having fish and chips. Which I'm not even sure. Where are we? Racing-wise. $60 kilometers still to go. Should be giving water one final time. And there you go, 100% of objective. I'm going to go ahead and go back and grab some water. There you go. And resume. Suddenly nobody wants to work, and that is a little bit worrying. So it is just the 7 of us now. Peloton is shrinking. That crash just split it again. I'm thinking that Chase group is strong enough to catch back up, but maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, now I'm doing a little bit poorly here, so it's time that I rest and recover. And I'm going to sit on as well. I've hit that 148, 149k. To get the bonus, I need plus 35. So I would need 175, 176 to be safe. And hey, there you go. Achievement unlocked. Barradur 3. And we got an attack. As soon as I sat up, we got an attack in the group. And actually, we're down to just 4 riders. Go ahead and start relaying again. And I better get back in my group and focus. I sat up and stopped working, and so they started attacking the group. Also, Peloton now within a minute behind us. Maybe I should just let the Peloton come. It's only 25 riders. Let those 3 go away. They'll get caught. With 25, that's just 29 riders to contend, and we can maybe do something, especially over those hills towards the end. So I'm just going to sit up. And there you go. We're back in the group. 29 riders now. And amazingly, look who it is. It's Delang and I, just in essentially a larger breakaway group than we had before. And this time, no work necessary. We're just going to sit on, recover, and carry this one on towards the end. Okay, protect. I'll be nice. By the way, pro cyclist tip. You don't need to do more than what the objective says. So if they're asking you to protect them, you don't need to. Doesn't affect the evaluation in any way. Unless you want to have your team have additional success. You could ride for yourself, or you could ride for the team. And here's the thing. Delang, there's nobody else in the peloton. It's just him and I. So if I protect him, he stays fresh. He's a better sprinter than I am. There's a reason why the team chose him over myself. And I could lead him out. He could have a good finish. And then I earn more points at the end of the race based on the high team finisher. Or I ride for myself. Try to finish as high as I can. Maybe I finish higher than him because he's on his own and doesn't have the team support. And I'm just awesome like that, and I beat him out, maybe because of the climbs, like this one, to the finish, over and over again. Peloton up to 44 riders all of a sudden. Group is growing. 23 back down to 42, back up to, so we got a half group yo-yoing off the back. Decline and Vetterberg are here. So let's just go ahead and maintain position. Let them take it. I've done my trick already. Starting to feel the recovery coming. Alright, now we've got 3 breakaway groups, but they are all 1 rider alone. And now I'm in the back group that just got split. Not where I wanted to be. I need to move up the field here while I can. Move up while the moving's good. And then I'll recover once I'm in a better position. So we're actually back up to 63 riders now. A lot of riders coming back at us. Nobody attacking. Pretty casual ride here at the moment. That's the 10k banner, but we don't have 10k to go. We have 27k to go. Alright, now I'm up into a front position, and we'll see what kind of recovery we can get in. The little climb isn't going to help, but once we get over the top, there you go. Back down to 57, but 6 riders somehow got off the front on that little punchy climb. Could have and should have joined them.
Let's see if he can resist a comeback from the pack. Alone against everyone else is a very difficult position.
22k to go. Let's see, when do we have something coming up? Not yet, not yet. Yeah, I'm starting to struggle here. The whole day in the break. Damage done. Stamina's low. Delaying's still looking strong. I think for me, I'm now just trying to hang in the group. Finish as high as I can. That breakaway group of 6 has been caught. My hopes and dreams of a top finish are fading quite quickly here, but maybe I could squeeze my way into the top 25 anyway, as the final man of the break has been reeled in. 40 riders here, and just try to survive to the end. 17k. I am saving my strength. Thank you, Mr. DeLang. 22 riders now. Now we're looking at a top 25, but my energy is quite low. Nope. The yo-yo continues. I don't know why people love to play with yo-yos so much. It's a toy of the past. Stop yo-yoing. Just go off the back and leave us alone. I see riders are starting to drop back, and I will soon be one of them. The rest of my team is gone other than DeLang. And he's looking strong. I am just hanging on. 28 chasing 1, 29 chasing 1, and I'm just ran out of energy. I will be chasing none very soon. I'll just be surviving and trying to ride home. We've got 11 kilometers to go, and I'm slipping right at the edge of the group here with another 4, 5, 6 riders. And there you go. Group of 4 dropped. Can we yo-yo? Let's play yo-yo! Come on! Where's it at? I want to play. Let's get back on. Huh? Huh? Hey! We just yo-yoed. Next time we go over that, it'll be the finish. Yes, it will. 8 kilometers. That's our lap. It's just 21 riders on the front. I still have a chance for a top 25, but only just, as it's now 7 chasing ultimately 24, so I would have to win this group. There's 3 of us just in front. We've caught them, so now I've got a better chance at getting a top 22 finish. I've already used my gel, though. 3 riders off the front and attacking with 5k to go, and we've latched back on. No, we did for a moment, but now it's 21 riders off the front. 4k to go. I would love to attack here, but I'm just barely anything strength-wise. Yeah, not looking good in that. Nope, nope, just hang on. I can't attack. Oh, they're attacking me now. Where's that climb? There's the climb.
And the final sprint is off. Who's going to be the first to the line today?
There we go. 17 riders racing it out for the win. DeLang is in there and looking strong and attacking. 1k to go. Jan Barta for the win. Why are you? I'm already ×1. DeBunt second. Come on, DeLang. How far down are you? He doesn't even manage a top 10. So yeah, I worked for him. I kept him fresh. He only manages 13th. Thiago Machado all the way down to 15th. Sjord van Ginneken, that's one of my riders in my 2018 career mode. 16th. Decent sprinter. Can I move up the order a little bit stronger climber. I get 29th. Still second best on the team, even after spending the full day in the breakaway, and was definitely fatigued for it. Job done though, and that's the important part. Coming up on the end here, a lot of riders well behind the pace, so I suppose we did okay there. I mean, 29th is not a very good finish position. But again, most of that was just down to spending all day in the break and being the one on my team who worked. And DeLang's 13th at least was made possible by my efforts. Jan Barta finished alone, 8 seconds ahead of everybody else. That group all together through Thiago Machado. And then Sjord van Ginneken was 45 seconds down. And let's see. There I am, 216 down overall. There you go. First breakaway of more than 150 kilometers. 25 points for that. Makes me happy. We got the excellent eval, 150k at the front. We did get dropped, though, from the main group shortly after that, so we didn't get exceptional, but we did get excellent. We got 4 points. No evaluation. My teammate being in 13th place didn't even classify anything. So all we got was being in the objective for the day. So only 4 points earned in the race. So almost lucky we got the other points there. We're still just under 60 shy of hitting level 5. And looking at the calendar, it's going to be 2 full weeks off before we do the Tour de Normandy 7-stager. But it's all sprints with one little prologue. Not well suited to me at all, but that little prologue will be our first chance to see how we are compared to others in that department. But it's just 4 kilometers. I mean, that's tiny. That is nothing. Oh. Okay, so this... I heard it was different on how they do unlocking races, and it's by level. So level 6. The Ronde van Drenthe. That Van Drenthe race, we've got to be level 6 or above to be invited. We're only level 4. Good to know. And kind of nice to see. That Tour de Normandy race will wrap up the month of March for us, and this first quarter of the year already, just like that. Going by so fast here, as we've got a relatively light schedule here with the team. Not really a whole lot of races to choose from. Do I happen to know anything about the team yet? Hey, finally! Oh, delaying. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. We just spent all that time in the breakaway with him, so we had a very small group, and so we finally learned what we've got in delaying. He's only a 64 overall, but he is a climber. Why was... okay. Why? Well, why wasn't he the one working and I was the one sitting on the back? Because he's 24 and I'm 19. You old man! Giving me orders like that? Or are you doing it because I'm on a Dutch team with every single one of them being Dutch riders? And then little old me. Why is everybody always picking on me? I don't know. I gotta earn my standing in the team. Even if my boss likes me, 98% satisfaction. Well, there had to be some points somewhere that we earned. Yeah, look at that. 45 now. Super prestige. We're still down the list, though. Well outside of the top 100. Outside of the top 200. And the 261st with 20 points. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. And remember, I'm aiming for the best of the best. So if you're ready to join me on my journey, hit subscribe and tune in next time on my road to the record. Bye for now.